Greetings, royal family. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another episode of What the Friday, the What the Friday Show. Every Friday, what I do is I basically pick 4 to 5 hot topics for the week that, I'm interested in discussing with y'all. So make sure you have your notifications on if you are subscribed to my channel so that you can get the notification when I post my W.T.F.Show video. Let's get right into it. So this week, Nicole Murphy, ex-wife of Eddie Murphy, she visited the Wendy show. This was Tuesday. Whoever her manager is, her PR person, should be fired. I think this was a totally bad idea. But word on the street is Eddie Murphy told her that she needs to do some damage control and to fix this, and she needs to sit down and go public and go on this apology tour and make it right because you messing up the bag, okay? So she was talking to Wendy, and when she initially came out, Wendy said, this is a safe place. This is a safe place. Sure. Now, if you don't know, Wendy is going through a divorce because her husband cheated on her and had a baby with his mistress. So Wendy was the wife, or is the wife. She's not too fond of mistresses, no matter how good they look. So, Nicole Murphy was just basically saying that she apologizes for it. She's a human being. She makes mistakes. She urged women to do their research because this could happen to you. And she said that at the moment, maybe I had a different impression of their marriage. So Nicole Murphy said that Antoine Fuqua was her family friend. He is a director married to Layla Roshan. They've been married for several years. And Nicole Murphy was caught, and pictures circulated on the internet of her and Antoine Fuqua kissing by a pool at some, I don't know if it was a hotel or whatever. He was shirtless. She had on a bikini with a cover-up at one point. There was another picture where they were sitting down by the pool and they were kissing. So she is just apologizing. She's telling women, do your research. This could happen to you. And because she was confused about the nature of their marriage. I mean, I don't understand what you could be confused about. Marriage doesn't have multiple meanings. A marriage is a marriage, right? So I think that she was embarrassed because she got caught. I don't think that she is sorry that it happened per se. I think that she's sorry that it happened and it was photographed and this information leaked. So, I don't know. She gave a statement. But then she said she didn't give a statement. Love B. Scott, who is a blogger, he said that she's lying through her teeth. She just seemed her attitude was very like, Wendy, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I didn't know. And Wendy is just not beat for it. She told her to face the camera, Wendy, and address Layla Roshan. And Nicole Murphy turned to the camera and said, darling, it was a mistake and I apologize. And, I'm a human being. I make mistakes and so on and so forth. So Wendy wasn't having it. Wendy she had Tamar on last week. She had Nene on, and she had Nicole Murphy. I don't know. I think she should have had some media training if she was going to do this. And I don't think the first stop should have been the Wendy Williams show because it was she was pretty jovial and she was very happy. She didn't seem remorseful whatsoever. But then again, we know she's not remorseful. Like, she just gave off this energy that she was sorry she got caught. So Layla Roshan is not leaving her husband. She is staying with Antoine Fuqua. So there you have it, but this is not a good look for her at all. It's also, she's still carrying Eddie Murphy's last name, and Eddie Murphy has a lot of business deals coming up. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't want any bad press associated with the Murphy name. So like I said, word on the street is he called her up and told her, look, you better fix this. So I haven't seen her on any other talk shows or anything else, but the first stop, the Wendy show, I don't know if that was a good look. It's a good look for Wendy because it's bringing in ratings and people are talking about it, right? Here we are. Moving along, Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter, honey. So Beyonce has a legal dispute, y'all. I don't know if you heard about this, but her daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, cute little girl, Beyonce wants to trademark, Blue Ivy's name. And there is a wedding planner who has the name of her company as Blue Ivy Planning or Promotions or something like that. So they're in a legal dispute. So Beyonce, she says that Blue Ivy is a cultural icon and she wants to trademark her daughter's name. And she's not backing down when it comes to getting her daughter's name officially trademarked. So amid the long-lasting legal dispute, because this is something that has been drawn out over the name with boutique wedding planner owner Veronica Morales, the Lemonade artist argued that her daughter is a cultural icon in newly filed documents. And the documents, Morales claimed that her event company, Blue Ivy Events, has used the name for years before it was linked to the 7-year-old. The file described Morales' business as small and just 3 regional offices and a handful of employees and lacking an online presence. Shady. So Beyonce basically tried to reiterate the fact that the trademark application is for Blue Ivy Carter and not Blue Ivy. So Morales is not, backing down, this event planner. She's not backing down. And according to the Daily Mail, the Lion King star, Beyonce obviously, pointed out that Morales had been benefiting off of Blue Ivy's name prior to the dispute, noting that the event planning company offered a sale for Blue Ivy's birthday and that Morales has been quoted saying that business gained more attention and traffic following the child's birth. And Morales and Beyonce, they're pretty much scheduled to go to trial over this dispute. Now, I read a couple of comments and saw a couple of videos, a few videos with people talking about this, and some people seem to think that Beyonce is using her celebrity to try to push a small business owner, around. So Morales, the event planner, had the name Blue Ivy Events years before. Was it before she was born or after she was born? I'm not sure. I think she said it was, hold on. She said following the child's birth. So, I mean, what I don't understand is this one's for my royal intellects, guys. Put me on, let me know. Two people can have the same name trademark if it's for different reasons. There was another article basically saying that Beyonce wanted to use Blue Ivy Carter to sell merchandise. So I guess because this woman does event planning and she's selling a service, and Beyonce kind of wants to sell merchandise. Is that the same thing? Because I know that you can have, 2 names trademarked, but if they are in different categories, right? So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I can understand Beyonce wanting to trademark her daughter's name, and I can kind of understand the business owner not wanting that to happen. So Beyonce's whole thing is nobody is going to confuse Blue Ivy event planning with Blue Ivy Carter. Her parents are the biggest performers in the world, so it does seem that Beyonce is throwing around a little bit of her celebrity. But then again, that's her daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, Blue Ivy Event Planning. Those are 2 different names, 2 different entities. So we'll see what the judge is saying. Hopefully they can get this resolved, because that would suck, But what do you think, royal family? Do you think that Beyonce is she's using her celebrity to try to push this woman around? Do you think that the small business owner is doing too much, And the fact that you're benefiting off of Blue Ivy's birthday and offering sales to your customers, that's a little shady. All right, moving along. Get in the comments and let me know what you think. Kandi Burruss, right? So Kandi Burruss Tucker, who is one of the cast members of Real Housewives of Atlanta, is expecting another baby. She already has 2 children. Riley is 16 years old. I thought she was older than that. Riley's 16 years old. She had Riley with a man from a previous relationship. And Ace is 3 years old. That's her son that she has with her husband, Todd Tucker. So she is doing, she's going to have another baby through a surrogate. And Yeah, it's going to be featured on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the upcoming season, okay? And Kandi is also scheduled to be on the Showtime drama The Chi. I've never seen the episode. If you any of the episodes, if you've seen The Chi, tell me about it. Like, is it good? Is it worth watching? Is it worth reviewing? Let me know. So, I wonder how Riley is going to feel that there is going to be another child in the house, because if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, Riley kind of gives off you know, I'm left out kind of vibe. You know, she tries to express herself to her mom, and she seems like she's a lot more vocal, because she always seems shy and reserved and things like that. We pretty much watch her grow up on the show. So I wonder if she's gonna feel like even more left out, you know, because there's going to be another baby or another child in the house. Well, I mean, Kandi is making that money and she wants to have another baby. She probably physically doesn't want to carry a baby, which is her choice because she's got a lot going on. And yeah, so that'll be interesting to see on the upcoming season. Speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, so season 12, they aired the trailer. You can find it on YouTube. And Nene, Kenya, Portia, Cynthia, Eva, they're all coming back. Kenya's back. You knew I reported last week on the What the Friday show that Kenya and her, I guess, soon-to-be ex-husband, Mark Daly, they're going through things. And that's going to be also shown in the show in this season. So we still don't know if this is real as far as Kenya and Mark Daly breaking up, or is it for ratings? We shall see how that all plays out. So Nene is going to be discussing possibly having an open marriage. I did see the trailer. So she approached Greg, and Greg was looking like, say what now? So we'll see that. Kenya, as usual, starting drama, and then we're going to see the drama unfold with her her husband. They go to Carnival, and Cynthia is being accused of bad things. So it does look like in the trailer that Cynthia may be cheating on, what is her husband? Mike? I think that's her boyfriend's name. We don't know if it's cheating, so it's something bad that he wasn't happy about. It does look like Cynthia and Nene are going to attempt to try to resolve their friendship, but I don't think it's working out. And Portia, you know, we've heard about her in the media, the trials and tribulations that she's going through with her husband. We did see in the trailer that Portia was crying with her sister Lauren, and so they're back together now, but I guess we're going to see all of the drama that went on between her and Dennis. So I'm looking forward to Real Housewives of Atlanta coming back. I think they're coming back in November. This is season 12, so we'll see how all of this unfolds. I did start reviewing season 11 later on in the season, and I really focused on the reunion. But I mean, the photo, if I try to insert it if I can, the photo of them for the trailer, like their little photo, they're all dressed in black. They look beautiful. All of them are slaying. So, you know, Kenya is not my favorite, but it's going to be good, you know, drama. So we'll have all of that to look forward to. Speaking of drama, I know everybody is tired of hearing about this situation. I have a video that I will link above, my Basketball Wives season 8 episode 15 review. Evelyn, geez, Louise, she just can't stay out of the press lately, right? So it's being reported that Evelyn is thinking about, or she's being encouraged, I guess, by her friends and her family members to file a restraining order against OG. If you watch the show, you know that they are really trying to push this narrative that OG is aggressive, and you know, OG is always talking about, well, recently anyway, she didn't always talk about this, but she's, you know, talking about cracking people's heads, and she'll do this and she'll do that. But OG has been provoked all season long. So Shawnee is the one like pushing this narrative. Like I said, my thoughts are in the video. I will link the card above. Or if not, it'll be in the description. So Evelyn. So let's get to this Evelyn, because they already taped the reunion. So next week is going to be the season finale. The week after that is going to be the reunion. How many parts to the reunion? I don't know. If you know, comment below and let me know. Let me know if you've been watching all of this unfold on Basketball Wives. So according to this is as per the blast, right? The blast is saying that sources said that the reunion was taped on Monday, September 9th. Production created 2 different sets on the stage to keep the women who had issues separate. This is bogus. This is straight up bogus. And, you know, of course, production is going to be more favorable to Shani because she has a long-standing relationship with them. She created 2 franchises, and then now there's only one. And Shani is credited as one of the executive producers of the show. So this is bogus. Word is that Shani O'Neal, Malaysia, Jackie, surprisingly, Kristen, Phoebe, and Evelyn were on one set, while the secondary set, allegedly smaller, was to see Tammy Roman. Can you believe that? I thought that Tammy was your friend, Shani. Yeah, right. Tammy Roman, Cece, and OG. So that set was smaller, separate from the other ladies. Very interesting. So Tammy allegedly called out sick. Tammy said, I am not beat for this. I got things. I'm booked and busy. I'm a wife. I don't have time for this. So Tammy allegedly called out sick ahead of the taping, leaving OG and Cece. Now, according to the blast, when OG arrived on set and realized that she wasn't going to get to sit on the main stage, a source claims that she lost it. Oh, isn't this convenient? OG lost it because she wasn't going to sit on the main stage. I mean, it could very well be true, but this sounds Shani inspired, this story. And OG was going off, they said, on production and cast members. She initially refused to tape, but she had a change of heart, and the show went on without her. She was separated from the women due to alleged safety concerns, y'all. Here we go with the BS. And when Cece found out that her friend was going to be isolated, she decided not to take part in the reunion. So you mean to tell me, Cece, that you didn't take part in the reunion because OG was going to be isolated, so you left her hanging when she had your back in this last episode and these last couple of episodes? Cece, that's foul. Because your friend is isolated, you decided to not participate in the reunion, so you left your friend hanging. You know, like Tammy called out, so it's just OG by herself. But she could hold her own. So OG took to her Instagram stories after the reunion to speak on what she felt was mistreatment. And let's see what happened. And she wanted everybody to, I seen a video, a snippet of her Instagram live. Like, she wanted everybody to like repost what was going on. She was saying that like, everybody, I'm separated because some of the other girls feel threatened. So she's not on the main stage, and you can see somebody working on her hair and her makeup. So she was encouraging everybody to repost this live or repost this video so that everyone can, you know, see what's going on behind the scenes. She also took to Twitter to throw shade at Evelyn specifically. When Evelyn responded with the message, OG took direct shots at her because she assumed Evelyn was referring to her as a monkey. So Evelyn posted something on Twitter. She did take it down. This caused outrage. Like, people were pissed, to say the least. You know, they were calling Evelyn a racist. They were saying that she is, you know, discriminatory because she referred to Cece last season as Ling Ling, you know, and that didn't go over well. And here it is now. She said something in her post, something about people being obsessed with me. It's sad when you are obsessed with me. And there was a picture of a monkey at the end of her caption. So OG felt that she was talking about her. So that was reposted, and people were commenting, calling her racist, saying that she was disgusting, so on and so forth. Now, I mean, we can only assume that, you know, she was referring to OG and her putting the monkey comment because she constantly calls OG ugly, and she calls everybody ugly. But why a monkey though? Why not like a happy face, or why not the middle finger emoji? Why that triggered a lot of people, rightfully so. So even if she wasn't talking about or referring to OG, you pretty much shot yourself in the foot because you incorporated the monkey. And we all know that that's a derogatory thing to call someone. That's a derogatory thing to refer to someone as. So let me know if you saw the post, Royal Family. Get down in the comments, you know. Let me know. this is interesting. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into those basketball wives. I just think that it's cowardly. You know, everyone is encouraging Evelyn to take out a restraining order because she allegedly is making up stories, and she's saying that OG is allegedly feeding false stories to the press. And it's just like, Evelyn, you know, when is enough enough? Like, you don't get tired of always being in the center of this type of negative controversy. Like, you sat on Iyanla's stage and you made it seem like you wanted to change, and you made it seem like, you know, your daughter was crying and things like that. And unfortunately, this impacts your daughter negatively because she has to deal with the backlash of your reputation, and she's always had to do so. And I don't know. I just don't like all of that throw the rock and hide your hands type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you initiate the BS. Like, you initiate the bullying, you initiate all the crap, and then you turn around and oh, I don't feel safe. Why don't you feel safe? You know, you have said some derogatory things to her. You are known for throwing glasses, throwing bottles, all of that good stuff, jumping and running across tables, plotting to run up on people, saying that you're going to F people up, you know, and all of a sudden you feel threatened, you know? No, it's because physically you already know that you are inferior as far as compared to OG, and you pretty much sort of met your match, and OG is not backing down. You know, OG went on to say that this is an attempt to silence her, and they want her to not tell her story. And the bottom line is, you're not going to get me to be what you want me to be. I'm going to be OG. I'm going to be myself regardless, no matter what, as she should. You know, she definitely should continue to stand up for herself, as well as, you know, Cece and anybody else who feels uncomfortable or, you know, aggressive. That's that word, right, that Shawnee loves to use. And are in fear that somebody's going to be violent. You know, like I said, OG, Evelyn, you're throwing the rock and you're hiding your hands, and it's just cowardly. You know, it's definitely cowardly. So that's that on that. So on a lighter note, Mr. Nicholas Cannon. Nick Cannon is coming to daytime TV, and I wonder if he is going to be Wendy Williams' replacement. Wendy Williams did get her talk show renewed till 2022. Nick Cannon's show is scheduled to launch in next year, 2020. And it is with the same production company, Lionsgate, Debmar Mercury. They are the same company that is associated with the Wendy Williams show currently. So he's going to host and produce a new nationally syndicated daytime talk show. And again, it's going to launch 2020. Now, how is it that his show is going to be nationally syndicated and it's going to launch in 2020? I'm confused because I thought you couldn't syndicate your TV show, talk show, or whatever until you have 5 years in, right? Like, am I missing something? I didn't look this up. I didn't get a chance to look it up. So if you know, let me know. But nationally, first of all, so you're going to be aired everywhere, just right out the gate. And it's all basically thanks to a deal announced Wednesday with Lionsgate, again, Debmar Mercury, which will develop the show with Nick Cannon's production company, Incredible Entertainment. Genius. You know, he has a good business sense. You know, a lot of people accuse him of being corny or whatever, and you know, he has Wildin' Out. He has his radio show on the West Coast. He did dibble and dabble in music. I don't know if he's doing his podcast. It's something referencing school, Nick Cannon's class or something like that. I don't know if he's still doing his podcast because I haven't seen it since Dame Dash was on there. But he is going to basically be partnering, with Debmar Mercury, because he has his own production company, Incredible Entertainment. Oh my gosh. Now this is a young man who knows business and is capitalizing off of all of his opportunities, and I'm here for it. So Nick said when he had the opportunity to guest host for his good friend Wendy Williams' show this year, he experienced the energy and excitement of a daytime talk show, and he instantly found his audience. So he feels that daytime television is where he is supposed to be. He was on Howard Stern's. I saw the clip where he was on. Howard Stern has a podcast, and he was on Howard Stern's podcast. And it seemed to me that Howard Stern was trying to deter him from doing a daytime talk show because he's doing so much. And Howard Stern is like, how are you going to do your radio show on the West Coast and then do this on the East Coast? And, don't you think it's a lot? Like, you really want to do this? You really want to do this? And I thought that he was kind of trying to deter him from doing it. But Nick, he was cool about it. He didn't take offense or anything. He was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. He said he wanted to have a late night talk show, which I think he would be more suited for. I mean, he could do daytime, he can do nighttime. He was the host of America's Got Talent and The Masked Singer and all of that good stuff. He has a good personality. And of course, Wildin' Out is his show. It's still on, But I want an Arsenio Hall replacement. Like, I need somebody to fill that void, even though there will never be another Arsenio Hall, right? Nick Cannon could give that Arsenio Hall vibe, right? Like, he's funny, kind of, right? He's very sound when it comes to the culture of hip hop, you know what I mean? So well versed is what I meant to say. So I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for it. I want to see. Everybody's getting talk shows. Kelly Clarkson, she replaced Steve Harvey. She's got her talk show out. I have yet to take a look at that. I know RuPaul had a talk show. I don't know if it got picked up because I think it was a 6-week sneak peek type of deal. But RuPaul had a talk show back in the day. That's not nothing new for RuPaul. But I'm here for it. So he said, he wanted to do late night, but, this opportunity presented itself for daytime. And he said that he will be coming on at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Wendy comes on at 10, right? So I'm wondering if when he launches next year in 2020, if he can basically build up an audience, have a good momentum going when Wendy's contract is up in 2022, if Nick will just basically already be a replacement, will be her replacement. It's already going to be there and established. If so, that's a good deal. I wonder if Wendy had something to do with this. Like, did Wendy kind of put him on? Did Wendy kind of talk to the execs and suggest this? Because he did do a good job when Wendy was out on leave, That's crazy. When Wendy was out on leave, he was charismatic. He looks good. He just his energy was high. He's silly. He was just he was really good. And I said to myself, But then again, Wendy could have told him hey, look, show up and show out because I'm going to pass the torch on to you. But Wendy likes Nick Cannon. I mean, he's visited her show a few times and he doesn't hold anything back from her. She's respectful as Wendy is on her show. But yeah, he's not intimidated by Wendy. So Debmar Mercury, they actually gave a statement, and I thought that this sounds like that this has been in the making for quite some time. I don't know, Royal Family. Let me know what you think. We are excited to be able to announce this collaboration with Nick, who has proven himself to be such a dominant, creative, and entrepreneurial force across film, primetime TV, music, comedy, stage, and online platforms. This is Debmar Mercury's co-president. The daytime audience got to see that firsthand earlier this year with his stellar performance, guest hosting the Wendy Williams Show. Now, we can't wait to see Nick put his own unique stamp on talk and add daytime to his impressive accomplishments. Seems like this has been in the making for some time. Like I said, I really wonder. It doesn't matter, to be honest with you. Maybe, Debmar Mercury said, look, 2 more years, 2022, you can hang it up if you want, but you got to find a replacement. Because Jerry O'Connell, I mean, he's a nice guy. He's funny. I like a lot of his older movies that he was in from back in the day. He's cool. But I don't see him. If I had to choose between him and Nick, I would choose Nick. And here's why. Even if Nick doesn't work out, but I'm sure it will. He's very well connected in the industry. Nick is very relatable. Jerry O'Connell is relatable too, but with limits, with limitations. I mean, he's open to a lot, but Nick is very commercial. That's the word. He's extremely commercial. And like I said, he's a good looking man. He's very knowledgeable. He's still in college, so he's got to juggle the radio show, business meetings, I'm sure. He's running a production company, television show, Wild 'N Out. I don't know if he still has his podcast. And then now he's going to add on daytime TV hosts. This is a good look, because what other male daytime TV hosts are there? None, right? There's no right now. I don't think so. If there is, let me know. Comment below. But yeah, that's a really, I'm proud of Nick. I'm happy for him. So I'm looking forward to that. It's nothing wrong with, expanding your resume, sir. And again, he's extremely entertaining. But if Wendy was the one that ushered him in as a replacement, I think that's a good replacement. Maybe she pulled the okie doke on us and had us thinking that it was Jerry O'Connell, and it was Nick Cannon. So this will be good. So Wendy at 10, Nick Cannon at 11. I'm here for it. So he's well connected in the industry, so I'm sure the guests will be dope. Everybody's gonna want to come check him out. This should be interesting. He likes to talk about pop culture. He does talk about pop culture on his radio show. So this will be interesting. So kudos to you, Nick. I think Nick is having definitely the best week ever, because that is he's making bank. That's a good deal right there. And it's in combination with partnership with his production company. So Debmar Mercury will be on there, and then his production company is going to be working on there. Money, 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 honey. And he can add that to his resume. So, Royal Family, get that in the comments and let me know what you think about any of the aforementioned stories that I brought forth this week. This is pretty light. Nicole Murphy. Beyonce is heading to court, honey, because she's fighting for that Blue Ivy Carter trademark. Evelyn and her shenanigans, it's just never ending. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12. That's going to be, the trailer is out. Make sure you take a look at that. And then we got, Mr. Incredible himself, Nick Cannon, is basically going to be one of the new faces of daytime television. I am here for it. Nick has been in the game for a long time. And if this was one of his goals, he's definitely worked hard to earn, a seat at the daytime TV table. Royal Family, be sure that you tune in every single Friday to the What the Friday show. Again, I recap just a couple of hot topics or pop culture news for the week that piqued my interest. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If anything else happened this week that you want to talk about, put it in the comments. And if I'm up on it, I will get down in the comments with you. Be sure to like this video, share this video with your friends, get my face out there. Let's build our Royal Family. If this is the first time that you are clicking on my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Get comfortable. Check out my other content. We welcome you here at the Royal Family. Well, it has been a long day. Happy Friday. I hope you have a safe, productive, safe weekend. Make sure your notifications are on if you subscribe to me, because I think Power is coming up next because I'm behind. So I'm going to be pumping out, maybe 2 more videos for the day. Until next time, Royal Family, thank you for watching. Mwah! Peace.